me, Jonathan, do you think this thing can fly?
Yes.
Wrong, it can.
That's what I...
And this is not even the weirdest plane on today's list. So in this video, we're gonna talk about some weird planes. The Lockheed XFV. Now, you know the F-35B, the one that can do that? They wanted that just then. Well, to be precise, the F-35B is a V-stall and the XFV is a V-tall. Anyway, so Lockheed thought, what if we point the propeller up? So that's what they did. It was equipped with 3-bladed contra-rotating propellers that were powered by... that was supposed to allow the plane to VTOL. In practice, however, switching from horizontal flight to vertical flight was quite a difficult and unstable maneuver, especially during landing and especially for the fairly weak engine. So after figuring out that the plane could only be flown by the most experienced pilots and that it was comparatively slow to other aircraft at the time, the project was terminated. Also, it was called Salmon, because its test pilot was named Herman Richard Salmon.
One could even say it was more of a V-small than a V-tall.
Now comes my favorite, the motherfucker. Now, to be honest, this isn't a plane,
But the title... Shh, Jonathan.
it's more of a glider. So I know what you're thinking. How'd it get up? Well, a modified 1963 Pontiac convertible towed the motherfucker and was able to reach speeds of 177 kilometers while towing.
Kilometers per hour.
So let's take a second to think about what that must have looked like. A bathtub attached to a goddamn Pontiac convertible getting dragged into the air by some rope. That truly must have been quite a trippy sight. Furthermore, the motherfucker, the M2F1, made its first free flight on August 16th, 1963, after it was towed by a C-47 to an altitude of 1,584 meters. Finally, by the time of its retirement, the M2F1 had made 77 air-towed and about 400 car-towed flights. And together with subsequent lifting body aircraft, it had provided data on low lift over drag, unpowered vehicles, and this data later contributed to the design of space shuttles. Guppy time. That's right, it's NASA's B377 SGT Super Guppy turbine, which is actually a successor to Aerospaceline's Pregnant Guppy, along with other variants.
I don't know, man. That's a weird name. Yeah, the 60s were weird.
Now, the philosophy behind this one is simple.
So, we built it, but how are we gonna, like, get there?
Hence the Super Guppy turbine. Its cargo area is 7.6 meters in diameter and 33.8 meters long. And it gets even better. To more efficiently Guppy, the nose can open to 110 degrees. So, different variants of the Guppy would transport things like T-38s, V-22s, and even stages of rockets such as from Saturn rockets.
That sentence didn't feel right.
So, our next contender is the Flying Pancake, the Vought V173. Like Jonathan, this plane has an extremely low aspect ratio design. It has two very large propellers at each side that practically cover the whole aircraft in a constant slipstream of air, maximizing its aerodynamic performance.
You might not like it, but this is the peak aerodynamic form.
These propellers were powered by two air-cooled Continental A80 engines that were capable of a whopping 80 horsepower. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why Pancake? Well, you see, as its designer theorized, it was supposed to be able to fly at slow speeds with more control and be able to take off on extremely short runways, such as those on aircraft carriers. So, it was indeed slow, with a top speed of 222 km per hour.
Why did I say it like that?
But it was also able to take off within 60 meters, and with 25 knots of headwind, it was able to take off vertically. Which is something not even Jonathan can do. Either way, the US Navy very much likes short takeoffs, so they were going to build an upgraded version of the Pancake named the Vought XF5U1. However, then the jet engine came, so no more Pancake. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Smash like, subscribe, Discord server is in the description, and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.